Langdon, and I'm honored to be here and feeling very emotional, and I'm like shaking from my head to my toes. But I want to thank, first of all, Jen. Jen has touched my life. She's touched everybody's here's life, and I just think about, like, she dropped a pebble into a pond, and it grew into a lake that's now this ocean, and like each one of us here today are boiling that ocean in pursuit of eradicating cancer, making a dent on cancer. Today I'm writing for a 6-year-old, 45-inch strong, Grace Gormley, who has been diagnosed with B-ALL lymphoma. She's 10 months into treatment, and she's just lost her hair. She has another year and change to go. And what's amazing is that just a few years ago, it would have taken 3 years of treatment to eradicate and get her into remission. And because of research, the treatment that she's going to go through is only going to be 2 years. So she's got a little bit over a year to go. So one of the reasons why I'm here is to celebrate everyone's here and to acknowledge how important it is for us to band together and create a tidal wave towards eradicating cancer. 4 years ago, it was April Fool's Day, and it was no joke. I was diagnosed with AML Leukemia, and 48 hours I was put into the hospital for the first of, I think the first hit was about 32 nights. I was in treatment for a year, and that first night in the emergency room at MSK in New York City, I was not doing well, as you can imagine, and I was surrounded by my family, as I'm surrounded by them today, and my friends, and I could see the whites of their eyes, and they were as scared as I was, and doctors and nurses were coming in, asking me about my symptoms, asking me how I was feeling, kind of the same questions over and over again. And then Dr. Park walked in. And Dr. Park asked me the same questions about my symptoms and how I was feeling. And then he gave me a thought, and it was a thought that changed my life. He said, "You don't come to MSK to be treated. You come to MSK to be cured." In that moment, it was like game on, and you could see that like everybody around me was like, we can do this. And I want to thank MSK, I want to thank Dr. Park, Dr. Talman, and Bernadette Quello, who was the nurse practitioner who really was with me through that whole treatment. And I'm not lost on that. I'm sitting up here today as a survivor, and I want to hug everybody here, particularly the family members who go through it. I want to give you one big hug, and let's do this. Let's become that tidal wave that Jen started with one pebble and one ripple. Let's create a tidal wave.